Let's shift to the MLB top 10 list. So we're marching towards shortstop as well. Next week, spring training starts. So we're so happy about that. We'll do our State of the Franchise next week. So we're going to list the top 10 shortstops. It's funny, and I'm going to get people you're going to be mad that I said this, especially Oriole fans. But I really thought about it looking at this list of shortstops. Would Cal in this era be as dominant of a shortstop as these guys now? You look at shortstops years ago, Cal's always the guy, 20 home runs, 80 RBIs, et cetera, et cetera. But you look at some of these shortstops now, and like if you play baseball in the lower levels, they always put the good players at shortstop. They put good players behind the plate. Those are the two positions for sure, because those are the two most difficult positions to play defensively. Now you see shortstops, these guys, but when they would get to major league level years ago, they would kind of move to third, move to first. Now the guys are playing shortstop. I mean, this is a really talented list of shortstops that we have. I even had to not put in guys. I think Darby Swanson didn't make the list, or certain guys didn't make the list because we had such a good group. So it's interesting to see. So we'll go over top 10 shortstops. We're releasing this on our social media tomorrow as well. All right, Geraldo Paramo. Hopefully I'm saying that right. For the Diamondbacks, top 10. Breakout season last season. 20 home runs, 100 RBIs, 173 hits, 290 average. Very good defensively. So if you're saying all that, why is he number 10? Well, the home runs probably came out of nowhere last year. Really, before that, really not a lot in terms of power. So is it an anomaly? I'm not saying it is, but I need to see a little bit more in terms of having him higher on this really good list. But Paramo, I think, could be a guy that they're building around. I mean, if you could keep them healthy, they're a decent enough team as well. Good hitters park. Good offense there. D-backs, I think this guy's right at the forefront. Definitely had to put him in the top 10, looking at everything he did last year. Number 10, Jamel Prowl. Jacob Wilson. So definitely he can go count his money. He's definitely got a new extension with the Sacramento A's, soon to be the Las Vegas A's as well. Now, Paramo, Wilson, this is a solid 300 hitter. See him wear the A's uniform as well. And I think of A's a long time ago. Carney Lansford is a guy. This guy is a solid hitter, period. This guy's going to go ahead and hit 300. Over almost at 400 at points of last year, like 370, 380, even slumping in the second half. He finished at 311, 13 home runs, 63 RBIs. This guy's a solid hitter. I think, again, like Paramo, just a rookie last year, so still kind of waiting. Body of work, I think, over a number of years puts up this type of production. Definitely he could be higher on the list. Good defensively as well. Not a great defender, but good defensively as well. Willie Adams of the Giants. Adams, I think, is average wasn't as high as average last year. Was certainly the power, the production is there. This guy is productive. I mean, if you look at the last couple of years with him, RBIs 98, 80, 112, 87. So definitely productive for the Giants. Giants lineup is getting a little better. I'm kind of forgetting about a guy like this who's very, very productive in a Brewers uniform. They spent a lot of room with the Brewers as well. Well, definitely here's a guy who's going to be productive for you in the middle of your order. I like Adams. I think Adams, is a good, solid performer as well. Again, not great defensively, but certainly the power is going to be there. This guy's going to hit 20-plus home runs and 80 RBIs if he's healthy, if he stays healthy for a whole season. Definitely very confident of that. Speaking of staying healthy, Corey Seager, number 7. That's the only thing wrong with Corey Seager as well. Missed a lot of last season, but still hit 271, had 21 home runs, 50 RBIs, 103. I mean, that's that's the problem with him only. I think injuries the last couple of years with him, it kind of gives me a little pause to know how to put him any higher than this. But certainly, if he was the best shortstop in the in the American League or baseball, it wouldn't surprise me either, as well. And he's a good, solid hitter. This guy's going to hit. 23, he hit 327, 278 last year, 281 last year. Strikes out more than I like as well. Not tremendous defense, but Seager, I think, is definitely a stud. I mean, there's no question about it that this guy is an outstanding offensive player as well. Definitely, again, last two, got to stay healthy as well. De La Cruz, sky's the limit. It's still building as well. Ellie De La Cruz, I think De La Cruz, his ability to steal bases, I think, is very underrated. I think people nowadays kind of, for whatever reason, they kind of go past that like as well. But definitely in the lineup, he just got Eugenio Suarez signed with the Reds here at the last minute as well. So definitely, but De La Cruz, I think he's definitely he's no question about it, in the MVP conversation at this point. 22 home runs, 86 RBIs, 264, strikes out a lot. That's the one thing. Strikes out a lot. He struck out 181 times last year. That's a lot. Considering that. Very aggressive hitter. I think that's the only thing as well. So definitely natural talent, got a good swing, but I think that's a thing. But other than that, everything else, you love it. And certainly fun to watch. Nobody, definitely as fun of watch as you can have in the league. I think he's right up there with Bryce Harper being on to watch. Mookie Betts, number 5. Got to talk about old Spike Lee, do the right thing, Mookie Betts. I would put him at second. They've been using him at short, which is fine. He's actually pretty good defensively. If you look at the stats, OAA metrics of him, they're actually pretty good. He's actually at the top of the league, which surprised me how good he was defensively, considering he spent so much of his career in the outfield. I say I put him in second only to preserve his bat. It's dipped a bit, especially as good as he's been. He is now 33. So as good as he's been, bat dipped a bit, a little more injury. So that's why I would kind of save that a little bit. But I'm not overly worried about Betts. Betts has always been a really, really good player. Certainly no reason to think that this guy can't have 30 home runs, 100 RBIs again as well. Certainly in that lineup, he's certainly got protection as well. So not going to throw dirt on Betts. Got him number 5. I think Betts, is definitely still has MVP potential written all over him as well. Maybe getting to the back end, though, as well. So you got to keep your eye on that. Trey Turner, kind of the same here as well. Trey Turner, I think, is I could say this, very, very underrated. Nobody really talks about how good Trey Turner is. All he does is hit 300 every year. All he does is take his teams, all they do is win, no matter where he's been. The Nats won when he was there. The Dodgers, of course, won. The Phillies won. Definitely is a guy. Struggled a bit at times. I think he does have slumps. I think that's why, as well. He kind of he's hot and cold more than you want to see for a great player at the plate as well. Like to see a little more thunder. I think that could be tailing off maybe. But other than that, I think Trey Turner is fantastic. I think this guy is still very underrated. Again, such a deep group of shortstops, it's hard to sometimes it's overlook a guy as good as Trey Turner is. Gunnar Henderson definitely had a down year last year, but sky's the limit for Gunnar. I think Gunnar is definitely MVP candidate here as well. Other people liked his season more than I did. I think he did suffer from the fact that he just didn't have the help around him. I think that's true. He's getting better defensively, I think, over time. I still don't love him at short. I still would rather put him at third, but that's not going to happen. He's going to play him at short. We're going to play Westberg at third. But I think he's pretty good. He's decent enough at short. I think his offense will rebound in a big way with Pete Alonso in the lineup as well. That's a thing. He's got protection. He's not going to guys. They're not going to be able to put. You're not going to be able to pitch around Gunnar Henderson this year as well. Francisco Lindor was fantastic last year. I think, look, even as great as he's kind of been underrated. And that sounds crazy considering he's great, but 360, but 31 home runs, 86 RBIs, tremendous speed. I think he's not a great defender. Is with his great speed. I kind of see a little bit of that Derek Jeter shortstop with him, like flashes, great plays, and then and then do something I don't like. Here's another one: strikes out a lot. Strikes out a lot. He had 131 strikeouts. He struck out 127 times, 4 straight years at least. So I think that's a thing. But he's a very aggressive hitter, very natural, like Dylan Cruz, and very successful. I do think this guy definitely can win the MVP. He's got that type of talent, but he's a 5-tool player. No question about it in every area. But he's not number one because Bobby Witt Jr. of the Kansas City Royals is number one. And even on this list, I think maybe the best list of group as far as the group players. I mean, as far as position goes, he's separated. He's separated definitely as well. Hits for average, phenomenal defensively. He's going to hit 200, hit over 300, right around 300 every year. Great power. He doesn't even need help in the lineup to be offensive production. I'm sure he'd like to have it. I don't know how well the Royals do this year, but Bobby Witt, there's no question about it. Number one, I think definitely he's an MVP candidate. I think last year, had it not been for as good as Judge did and Cal Raleigh, just with so many more home runs, I think definitely he was certainly have no problem with Bobby Witt being in there. There you go. All right.